This is A plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Mike, this is it. 19, 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Sling thing. And go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 24. Hey, 31.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Watson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by Ware. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw is Watson. Cooper's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to force it in there to Crabtree that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Michael set. Go. Go.
Watson going to throw again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watson just beating the play clock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the counter. Hines, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Hey, 57, 57.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes, incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards on the play, first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league, so even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 31.
Now Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
First down, 49ers.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 54. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step. 55. Switch it. Come on. Line him up.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Watson. He's got this to his running back, Spencer Ware. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
54. Here we go. Check 3.
Let's go.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hines on a toss play. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. I smell fear.
Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser Wright, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
3rd and 8.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Kill. H3, 218. Chopper. 36. Under 10. 10.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, watch the slant.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson now, throwing again. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Three down. Echo. Attack. Bang. Here we go. Finish the game. Delta.
And again, it's Mahomes. Wilson's got it complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Check. Watch 54. They're not ready for this, man.
On first down, Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I got it.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right, to the right side, and complete to Hurst. No gain there on the completion, second and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Marr is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 13-year man puts it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Wally! I'm trying to collect.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The run the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Watson to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Cut. Check 99. Check 99. 15.
They begin the drive with Hines. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run again with Hines. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first down, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
This is Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they actually need the football back.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Godwin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check. Open the court. Come, put it down.
To throw is Watson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I got him.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bostic gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Yellow.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bring it. Kill. Turn it up.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
61, matchbox, right.
Attack!
Check, watch 54, watch.
Mahomes now on first down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Watson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Michael Crabtree. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now Watson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kaiser White. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They run with Hines. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check 37. Check 37.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Baby, kill it and did it again. I'm ready to 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it.
Okay.
Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no more. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready to 10, no,